Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and the date today is Friday, April 12th, 2024. That means it's the 103rd day of ranking my favorite video games through each day of the year. Coming in at number 264 is Momodora, Reverie Under the Moonlight. Momodora is a series of indie Metroidvania games, largely revolving around finding a cure to a mysterious plague set upon the land. Reverie Under the Moonlight is the fourth entry in the series and the only one I've played so far, but that works out for me as it actually serves as a prequel to the franchise. You play as Kaho? A priestess from a remote village who must fight her way through many dark enemies who stand in her way on her journey to see the queen in an attempt to secure help for her people. Armed only with a big-ass leaf and a bow and arrow, she platforms and solves minor puzzles while trying not to take too much damage between save points. The game has a pretty massive map, as you can see from my completed one in this New Game Plus. Normally, I'd be worried about collecting money and doing a lot more exploring, but I retained all of the items and treasures from my original playthrough, which does admittedly trivialize some things. Speaking of items, you can discover or buy various items in the game, some with active effects and others with passive abilities. Equip them to your needs and continue the adventure. Your activated items have a fixed number of uses, but are recharged each time you reach a save point. Save as often as you can, because there's some pretty lethal enemies out there, and you never know when you'll stumble upon the boss of each area for the game. The bosses are a true highlight for the game, at least for me. I'm notoriously terrible at bullet hell, and while there's some bullet hell elements to the game, they're just the right difficulty for someone like me to not rage and Alt F4 and never look back, but still enjoy some challenge. There's good variety to the levels and tile sets, with some truly wonderful pixel art. While all of the gameplay, exploration, and art assets are good, what really ties the game together and weaves the disparaging tones of environments is the music. It's not a terribly long game, so the soundtrack is fairly short, but what's there is some great stuff. Give it a listen. Join me tomorrow as I talk about the 263rd game on my list where I'm still a zombie.